and things are looking pretty incredible for most of the Magicians teams this year.
Yeah, I'd say they're doing pretty good, John. 5 of the 8 teams that we have right now are undefeated, so they're off to a good start. And let's say it is safe to say that this is one of the best field hockey teams that Marblehead has had in a long time. The team's still undefeated, still only allowed 3 goals this season, and they improved their record to 10-0-2 this week. And week by week here, the Swampscott-Marblehead rivalry is heating back up, and it did again this week. The 2 teams fought hard, but neither team could beat the other's keeper, and it ended the way it started, 0-0. And after holding up all that pent-up goal-scoring energy in against Swampscott, they just let loose against Revere, and they shut out the Lady Patriots 5-0. Holly Rowe, Bella Corsini, Belle Sogoloff, Olivia Indelicato, and Amanda Schillinger all scored goals. And it's been kind of a quiet year for Hadley Carleton, but she always seems to score when the girls need her most, and she did so against the Peabody Tanners, scoring both goals, leading her team to a 2-1 win. The volleyball team has their eyes set on a 3rd straight conference championship. They're 9-0 and stayed perfect this week by beating both Lynn schools in straight sets. They ended September by beating Lynn English 3-0. Jenny Norcross had 8 kills and Clara Pollard dealt out 11 aces. And then the girls had about a week off before starting October off the right way with a win over Lynn Classical 3-0 also. Clara Pollard was outstanding once again and was named the Marblehead Fitness Center Player of the Game. She was effective all over the court, especially finishing up front. So tune in to watch the match right here on MHTV, brought to you by our community partner, National Grand Bank. You can either see it here Monday, October 10th at 7:30 or Saturday, October 15th at 1 p.m. The golf team evened their wins and losses back up this week at 4 with a win over Saugus 44-28. Will Thompson, Brendan Locke, James McCarthy, Sam Thompson, Will Jones, and Will Cleary all won their matches. The football team showed Peabody a thing or two about the game of pigskin last Friday night. They wrangled themselves a big win over the Tanners, 33-14. Drew Galley connected to Derek Marino for a touchdown pass in the win. But the story of the night was running back Jason Lopez. He led the way for the Magicians with a huge night, posting 125 rushing yards and 165 total yards from scrimmage with 2 touchdowns. A 5-yard rush, and then this breaking 59-yard score. Lopez was named Marblehead Fitness Center Player of the Game, so make sure you tune in to J-Lo and all the guys roll on Peabody when it's shown here on MHTV October 8th at 2:30 p.m. thanks to our community partner, National Grand Bank. So now, John knows the song, Beyonce's song. Who runs the world? Girls. I think Queen Bee would be a big fan of the girls' fall programs at MHS because right now they're running the sporting world at the high school and through the conference. The girls' teams are a combined 31-1-3 at the halfway point in the fall season, with 3 of the 4 teams still undefeated. Now, we've already talked about the 2 undefeated teams, so let's talk about the 3rd, the girls' soccer team. They're 9-0-1 and have only allowed 2 goals all season, which is basically impossible. This week, they didn't allow any, per usual, beating the Panthers 2-0 on the final day of September, and then they destroyed Lynn Classical 7-0 after a few days off, and the girls toyed with the Lady Rams in the first half, going into halftime up just 1-0, but then came out and put a 6 spot up in the second half. Meg McCarthy scored twice for the Magicians. The boys soccer team went 0 for 12 on shots on goal against the Fishermen and lost the game 3-0. Plenty of opportunities for the boys, but they couldn't beat Connor Catamartori, who was the brick wall disguised as a goalkeeper for Gloucester. And the guys are 5-4 right now. So we know that I think Beyonce would be a fan of our girls' teams, so I'm thinking husband Jay-Z, who knows a thing or two about dynasties, would be a fan of our boys' cross-country team. Yep. Hey, they know all about dynasties, winning conference championships consecutively through the years with scattered state championships as recent as last fall. So now the reigning dynastic state champions are maintaining their championship poise 4 races into the season. They raced Swampscott this week. Not much of a rivalry in this one. In cross-country, it's more against Gloucester than the Big Blue. And as usual, our guys outran them easily by the score of 17-45, with the top 3 finishers in the race. Eric Larson at the time of 18:46. Second place went to Oliver Jacob, clocked in on Eric's heels a second later. And then third went to Zach Phelan, who finished in 19:11. And the girls' cross-country team is the only girls' team with a notch in the loss column this season, but they're still 3-1 and one of the best around. They also had no trouble beating the Big Blue, winning 15-50. Lily Gillis finished first with a time of 22:21. Christy Twelfhoven was second at 22:41, and Mia Forrester was third at 22:52. So that's all the time I have for Headliner Sports today. Jason Lopez, he's still Jason from the block. He was something to see the other night, so make sure you tune in when we show the game against Peabody. It's October 8th, 2:30 p.m. right here on MHTV. I'm Jess Burton. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week with more good news. John?
All right, so Beyonce, Jay-Z, and J-Lo.
And J-Lo. Got them all in. Big three.
Name dropping. All right. And that concludes this week's Headliner. I'm John Caswell on behalf of the entire news team here at MHTV. We'd like to thank you for watching. Have a good week. We'll see you next time.